MasterPPC Theatre with your host, Matthew Hessler. MasterPPC Theatre is made possible by viewers like you and Trada, the world's first crowdsourced PPC marketplace.
Good evening, and welcome back to MasterPPC Theatre. Tonight our search saga continues with the question of Google Instant, gratification or no? As many of you have been reading in the press in the last week, Google has unveiled their latest search offering, which they have entitled Google Instant. Google Instant is an attempt to make your queries faster as a user, getting you to your results as quickly as possible. Many in the industry have said this is going to be a boon for Google. There are good sides of the equation and bad. As a user, as you begin to type, you are presented with results midway through your query. These results include both organic listings and pay-per-click. And as an advertiser, this allows you to show several results within one query. If I were, for example, typing cheap hotel London, during the typing of this query, I get through the word cheap, and it may show me cheap restaurants or cheap shoes. As I type cheap hotels, it's going to actually use my IP address to show me cheap hotels in the area from which I'm doing the search in. Now the question becomes, how does this affect me as an advertiser? As a pay-per-click advertiser, we know one of the metrics that we measure is click-through rate, which is how many clicks do we get for each impression shown. And the question is, are we going to see a giant spike in impressions due to the new Google Instant functionality? Google has responded by saying that an impression will only be counted if the user pauses for 3 seconds or longer during their query, or if they click on any ad in the page. So the results to advertisers should be minimal in terms of how many impressions they're getting as a result of Google Instant. We shouldn't see our numbers change too much. The other question then becomes, what happens to the pricing? Now, many people in search will take a long tail strategy to their keywords, where they type 3 and 4 and 5 word queries in an attempt to be very specific. And advertisers, savvy ones, have taken advantage of this to get cheaper clicks that are actually more relevant. With the new Google Instant, the fear across the industry is that now people will never type 4 and 5 word queries because results will already be presented to them after typing the completion of the first or second word. We believe that this is going to lead to more competitive bidding on the short-tailed terms, things that are only 1 and 2 words and are very specific. The competition for those words will increase, which will of course increase bid price. We should all ponder about how this is going to affect our results. We assume that it's time to get competitive on head-of-tail terms and increase bid prices to increase your search traffic. This has been MasterPPC Theatre, and I'm your host, Matthew Hessler.